Hello, hi, Tammy Louise with TLC Designs. James, if you move your head to the left a little, I can see my screen. Perfect, thank you. Hello. It's Thursday night, 1st of July. It's great to be in July in Michigan. It's really been nice out. Lots of things going on at TLC Designs. I don't know if you've seen any of the sneak peeks that we've been showing, but I'm going to have James put up the release that is coming July 15th. We have a lot of digis. We have some really cute koala bears, some super sweet penguins, even playing in the fall. So that's kind of nice. Anybody that likes to color furry critters. Excuse me?
Can we bring them up right now?
Yes, I would like you to bring them up right now, please. Nope, the other sheet. There you go. So the koala bears and the penguins, we have a lot of different fairies that are coming out, illustrated by Maria Medell, which everybody is badly in love with that illustrator, so that's fantastic. And I have designed 3 new paper pads as well. I'm going to play with the Emerald Fall paper pad today. James, you can put the other one on the screen. And we are doing a hop on the 15th as well. And we wanted to kind of, that's good, go back to me, please. We wanted to kind of give you a little bit of a sneak peek at what's coming out. And it's going to be really fun for the hop. It's going to be a blog hop this time. So you'll see some projects made with both the koalas, penguins, the furry critters versus the fairies. We're going to try and even that out so that, you know, depending on what you enjoy seeing or coloring, we'll have a lot of projects from the design team that will cover both of them. So today, I wanted to play a little bit, and this is going to be part 1 of 2 parts. I'm not going to completely color the image today because I want to go through the entire process. A lot of people have been talking about how do you know what colors to choose. Personally, I go with a design paper first, so I will come up with what dies shape do I want to use on the project. So I do some deciding of the dies before anything else, and then I go through my paper pads and choose which design paper I want to use. I always do that first, and then like even tonight I played a little bit and I played with the Emerald Fall papers, which I'll show you in just a few minutes when he switches the camera. At first I wanted brown in the background, and then I thought, oh, it's too brown. So sometimes you have to kind of decide if you want a solid on top of a really busy pattern. You don't want them to clash, that sort of thing. Do all your choosing. I do all of my choosing, I should say, with the design paper first. And then I go and decide what digital I want to print, what do I want to play with. And today I chose the Poetic Pixie. He's so cute. I can't wait to color him. Comes with a little easel and a little set of books and things like that. He's got a big pencil in his hand. So I'm not going to be completely coloring the entire project today because there is a double dial die 2. I know I haven't released, and I don't know that I will because the double dial die is not a new product. The actual mechanism in double dial 2 is going to work exactly the same as the first one, but I have switched out the frame, so you're going to get a little bit of variety. With the double dial die 1, the angle that you use the dial on is on the right hand side, and with the second one I chose to flip it and make it work on the left side, so you get a little bit of variance, and the scallop is different. So that'll be fun. And I have included the little tool. So anybody that buys the double dial die 2 will get that really cool tool that you use with the brads to make sure that there's room so your mechanism will work correctly. And what I'm going to play with tonight is it comes with a bunch of petals to make a flower. So I'm going to use some watercolor natural papers. I'm going to use a little bit of distress ink. These flower petals themselves have to be put together manually. And I thought how fun that would be to kind of split it into 2 different videos. And by the end of the second part 2, you'll see the entire project come together. So I think it'll be fun, and I'm anxious to get started. So let's go to the camera number. What do you want to call that camera? 2. There it is. Okay. We're going to call it 2.
Okay.
Okay. So what are we looking at in the picture? I can't see through your head, sweetheart. I guess I'm going to have to go on Facebook. And let me go into, my hand is here. So I am here, guys. This is kind of a example of, you know, if you go all the way to the right, then I'll be able to see as well, James. And you're closer to the keyboard, see? That worked out really well. Let me go into the Facebook TLC Designs page, and I will be able to see everyone's comments, find out who is in here. I only had a few minutes to try and turn around and get everything all set. Natalie, hello, Natalie. Oh, I know it's getting late there. FYI, they are just called koalas. They're just called koalas? What did I call them? Koala bear? I must have called them koala bear. Hi, Vicky.
Well, that's because they're not really bears.
They're not really bears, are
bears,
they?
No.
What are they?
Koalas.
Yeah, but what is that actual, what is it? I know it's a mammal, but.
A raccoon with no tail.
A raccoon with no tail. Okay, so I can see everybody. Then welcome everyone that has decided to join in. Again, Tammy with TLC Designs. So let me show you some of the things that we are going to work with today. I have already pulled. This is the double dial die 2. Are you sharing, Mr. Conla? Did you share the video?
I shared it, yes.
No, I mean with all the groups?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Double dial die 2, it has 20 dies, and I don't know if I can get this any closer without it being actually really glazy. But look, you get all these cute little petals and some leaves that go with them. Like I said, you get that tool and then this little centerpiece, which I did just cut a few minutes ago. And you can see when you actually cut with this, the dial goes over to the left. Now I have adapted the dial actually to look a little different. It doesn't fit inside of the square like it did, or the triangle like it did in the other one, but it is exactly the same mechanism, and it's exactly the same tool. So we're going to do that, and I haven't decided if I want to put some grass on this or not, but this is a part 1 of 2, so we could definitely play with that. And because he is a poetic pixie, and you learn poetry in school, and school is going to start back up really soon, and he's got an easel and a pencil, I thought this could kind of be a back to school, welcome teacher, nice to meet you kind of card. I thought that would be really fun. So I think we're going to work with apple a day die as well. So these are the actual die cuts. I might use the Celebrate ribbon die. I might not. It just depends. When we get close to the end, how much color is in the card and what I think is needed. Land and Seas die may be used as well. So I just cut this. Let's see if I can. Oop. These are the little pieces that go with the flower. Okay. This is Watercolor Naturals paper, which is in the store as a digi, but as soon as I can create the cover for the actual paper pack, this is the 5.5 by 7.5 paper pack. And like you can see, it has a generous amount of blues, pinks, green, brown. It has everything in it that you could possibly use for any kind of scenery. And it is exceptional, in my opinion, with flowers. It really is. Because a flower petal isn't a solid color, right, James?
You're right.
Right. It's multicolored.
I know and for facts I painted them.
Huh?
I know for facts I painted them.
Yeah, so watercolor paper, it works really well with flowers and any kind of project that you might want to make with flowers on it. So we're going to not waste any of this. This one I'm going to throw away because you just never know. Some of these petals are super tiny. Why are you playing with my flowers? They fall?
They fell.
Oh.
I'm back.
He's messing things up over here, ladies. So I used Watercolor Naturals brown. And look at all of these. I want to... James, can you go to the close-up camera, please? Because I kind of... And put the light down lower as well. Lower the lamp. Oop. Didn't have to bump the camera, but okay. So I want to get in a place where you can actually see how that petal turns out. Isn't that pretty? All of them have a variance of color. Now I wanted to show you, I didn't do it with these because I forgot to, frankly. But you could put them back in. These have cut out circles. I gotta get this. You can move to the other camera. Camera number 2. Thank you. You could put this back in here and go in with your, what is that called? Ranger Distress ink and sponge a darker color. And we will be doing that today because I wanted to work with these and see how cute, how pretty, how special I can make the actual
Aaron's
flower
on.
project. Who?
Aaron Reed.
Hi, Aaron Reed. Okay. Put this back, put it this way. All right. So that's the new little flower petals that you get with the double dial dad too. And we are definitely going to play with this today. I cannot wait to actually get this out and try and play with it. Okay. Move these out of the way. So what I decided to make today was a card that opened up 2 different ways. This is the larger of the frame dies that come in the Apple Day die set. So I've used the outside set. I just put the die itself off of the creased fold so that it will open. It's attached to itself and it opens. Then I wanted to do the same thing. I want to make sure that I get all of the edges covered one way or the other. There. I wanted to make it green, but I wanted to not see the little section that is at the fold of the card. So I wanted the entire frame to show. I'm going to play with this for a minute because it looks like you got to get it just the right way. I don't want to see any of that white behind it. And I know eventually there's only 4 ways to turn it to make it turn out right. So I will get this eventually. There. Okay. So we are going to attach this green is in the Emerald Fall paper pack. What has happened to my glue runner?
Your tape runner?
Yeah. Did you have you seen the tape runner?
Is it in here?
I don't know. Just like somebody put it in there.
I did,
Thank
because
you.
that's where I got it from.
Oh, he did. Okay. He got it from there. I'm not sure why. Maybe it accidentally got put in there last time I was playing with it. I don't know. So we're going to run a little bit of tape. And I like to tape all the way around the edge. I know a lot of people that don't, and that is their prerogative. But I have OCD a little. So if the paper comes up off the edge, I get disgruntled with it. I no longer like it. And I just want to match up exactly the way it goes. So here is And I cut this other white one, not knowing whether or not I wanted it fully white. And I thought, well, it'll only add strength to the card. So we're going to put a white behind the green. So you get a few solids. I'll show you the entire paper pack. It's going to be releasing on the 15th of July, but because I made it and I own the company, I get to play early, which is kind of nice because then you ladies get to see just exactly what it can do. I think that's fun. I know it's a little sad on your part because you don't get to play, but getting to see something work is just as fun sometimes. Okay, so we have matched it all up. We're just going to pop this green on top of the actual card base. So now you have a real nice solid card base to work with. Let's see if I can get. Here is Emerald Fall. Look, you get the apples. And
Mary
it has
Sebastiano says hi.
who?
Mary?
Hi, Mary.
Sebastiano.
Where's everybody from? Oh, Portugal. Hello, Celia. Love, love, love the paper. Vicky, I thought maybe everybody here that usually comes and visits would really like this paper. Isn't it pretty? The koala, or inaccurately koala bear, is in. Did you do that?
I did.
He put the definition. It's actually a Lola bear. Hi. Okay. So I just wanted to catch up with all the hi, Celia. Great. So this is, you get a lot of different patterns in this paper pack. I kind of want to show it, but it's a little, there we go. So you get stripes and you get checkers, and I'll show you the papers closer up. Some of them have been cut because we were playing today, but you get solids. You get the apples. How pretty is that? Some of these, they reminds me of 1960s wallpaper, but it's super pretty. A few of the polka dots. This is like a zigzag. This is more of a solid than anything else, but because it's a small contrast, it will be used very well with the larger. You can see this larger stripe. Any of the designs that are large, these small ones will coordinate with them really well. So you get a little bit of the striping, super pretty. Again, with these zigzags, the wallpaper. Oh, and we have plaids. Anybody that loves plaids? I know Misty loves plaids. How sweet are those? One with a little bit of blue and yellows and one with green and red, or green and brown and lighter green. And a solid yellow. And then the apple paper, which I already took apart and played with tonight. So that's the actual paper pack. Emerald Fall, which is super fun. Super fun. That's way better than regular fun, James.
Yeah.
The super fun.
I only have super fun.
It's like Super Friends, but super fun. Okay. Back to work. So what I decided to do then is border it with the green, because you definitely want a little bit of a solid if you're going to matte your design paper, which is what's done here. So we're going to bring in the dotted paper because it has several different colors of the brown. And this is a little boy pixie, so I wanted to stay a little bit more masculine than feminine. And so we're going to put him yes, I go all the way around the edge, no matter how big or small, because it just is a pet peeve of mine if the edges of the card come up, but you all are more than welcome to use your tape runner any way you choose. I can't pick that for you. All right. So then, again, I decided to score some cardstock. I used the outside framing die of the apple a day. I don't know if you can see that here. It does not cut a section right here, so you can stick that right on your scored section of your cardstock when you are cutting. So that's what I've done here. And I want to matte that as well, but you don't have to matte it exactly the same color as you did the previous. So I went with the brown salad that comes in Emerald Fall paper pack. Emerald Fall is going to be offered as digital as well as cardstock printed, pre-printed. So we're going to have anyone that, digital design paper never runs out, ladies. We just print it again. But sometimes you don't want to print. Sometimes we are lovers of the real thing. And I'm good with that. So I have put both of them on the release for the 15th, both ways. I don't think I want to pop this section up, but I'm not sure. I might want to. Because a little bit of dimension here will definitely give you a more decorative feel with all of the colors behind here. So let's do that. And I don't waste any of this stuff. I use all of it. Anybody have anything to say? Hi, guys. Hi, Amy. Green is a hard color to find, but I know a lot of friends. Connie was visiting just a few weeks back, and that is her favorite color. I don't know if she's on tonight or not, but hi, Kathy Myers. How are you, ladies? Okay. Make sure I have the card in the right position. Oh, I almost didn't. So this card's going to open two ways, and that'll be fun, don't you think? There. I think it will, Mr. Cunliffe. What do you think?
Of course.
Okay. And then this die also comes with an inlay die that will cut on the outside but not the inside. So you can get the actual inside of this with a cute little doily decorative edge. Isn't that fun? Which means all of the solid colors that you put on the background, you can see through. That's the best part. Now, see, I like using these dotty runners, these, when there's holes. There's any kind of holes through it, because you get all of it covered, but you don't have to worry about all those gluey little stringy things. One, two, three. Okay, we're going to place this. I'm sorry, I'm out of the camera. You could mention that, James. If I get out of the camera, just go ahead and say, hey, Tam, you're out of the camera. Yeah. So now we're opening this way, and we're opening this way. A multi-open. I'm so tired. I've been working in the kitchen at our Bible camp cooking. Oh, wow. Yum. I used to love going to Bible camp. Awesome. So they're kind of chit-chatting together. Perfect. I love that. That's what this is for. Okay. So we have, in a sense, chosen the colors that we are going to play with. Because the design papers kind of lead us to it. That's how I choose. It's not for everyone, but it is how I chose. So, let me put my tape runner away. Now, let's look at, I want to bring in, why did the screens go like do that? Anyway, I want to bring in my sample sheet for Distress Ink, because I want to match what colors. We are going to work with, Christian stole my pen, James. Do you have a pen? Or a pencil? Maybe I'll grab one of my gel pens. Gel. This one will probably do. Okay. So we are going to work with definitely gathered twigs. And I just kind of make a quick list. It's kind of a bundled sage. Not a forest moss. Peeled paint. And then, so we've got the browns. Let's get some of that goldenrod. These dots kind of match with fossilized amber. Well, let's check the other side as well. And I don't have a green yet either. Walnut stain is kind of really super pretty with it. Let's do shabby shutters. And peeled paint is the greens. And then fossilized amber. Okay. I think we've done the browns, the greens, and the yellows. I think that's good. This card is going to... You almost got this peacock feathers in these leaves. When you ladies get to see this paper up pretty close, you can see that there is just a little bit of... Got it. Just a little bit of this tealy green. I wonder if it's closer to...
Storm sky.
Huh?
Stormy sky. Oh, the one above it.
That's blue.
Yeah, there's a bluish though, isn't it?
Come look at it in real life, James. The stormy sky is a blue, but the leaves that are on this are really kind of more of a turquoisey.
Yeah. More of a that.
Yeah, more of evergreen bough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably right. So look, ladies, we have 3 or 4 different colors to play with, which is great because he was, the little pixie's wearing trousers and everything. So I'm going to have a few colors that actually will work with it. And the flowers that I want to use are going to be apple blossoms. So I'm going to go with the pink, and I want a darker pink. So let's go with abandoned coral to kind of bring out the centers. We're going to do a little bit of distressing in the centers. So abandoned coral is what we'll do first to get these ready. Where is it? They'll be like, Tammy, it's the second of the line. Maybe I don't have it yet. Hang on. Abandoned coral. I don't have a name on that one. That's interesting. We're going to use that one that I don't have a name on. If I can't find abandoned coral. Okay. We're going to name this one abandoned coral. So let's move our card out of the way. Let's pull the distress ink. Ouch. Give me 1 second. There's shabby shutters, gathered twigs. I know we're going to need those. I think I wrote seedless preserves, didn't I? Nope. Abandoned coral is here. Well, that's a pretty pink. So the gathered twigs, shabby shutters. I need peeled paint, fossilized amber. There's peeled paint. Could have had all of this out if I had prepared a little earlier. Fossilized amber, where's that? There's evergreen bough. Did I write that one out? Yep. And fossilized amber. I have scattered straw. That might work. I have them all. I just need to find them. Where is it?
I could say you have too many colors, but nobody would agree with me.
You know, that's probably true. I don't know that you can have too many colors. There it is.
Probably not.
I found it. Okay. I'm sorry. It took me a minute.
At one point, when you don't have enough colors, I wish you had that color.
Let's do the pink abandoned coral on the actual flowers. I need the little wooden tool. Need to start playing with the distress inks. Yeah, I love my distress inks. I don't get to play with anything very often, so I really love it when I do. I actually wanted to sit and just play tonight, ladies. I think it's important that we keep in mind that this is supposed to be fun, as well as entertaining and, you know, educational. We all want to learn. So if I had run this die through with an embossing pad, it would have bumped up the centers, but I did not. James, would you give me a wipey out of the luggage bag? I did not bump it up, but you can still do this process by putting the paper back into the die. Thank you, dear. And then keep in mind now you have ink on that die, so you're going to want to wash that off. There you go. It's a little bit of a process, but I think...
Do you have the distress oxys?
I do. I do. I have the whole set of those as well, and I don't play with those any more than I play with anything else. And it's really very unsatisfying to think that I have all of these things and I don't play. And I'm sorry that we have had to move to twice a month instead of 4 times a month for these videos, because I was disappointed, because I really enjoy visiting with everyone. I truly do. But there's not enough time in the day sometimes to get everyone the products that I want out on the store and keep things moving with the design team as well as products, all the things that are done in the background.
And she works 20 hours a day.
I do work a lot. He goes to bed at 11 p.m. at night, and I start working, it seems like. I am a night owl anyway, and I have some insomnia, I think. But nighttime is my quiet time, and all I have is like the fish tank running in the background kind of thing, and I get so productive. And there are times where he gets up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm still up, or I'm just going to bed. And then I sleep until noon. So I get 5 or 6 hours. I swear I do, ladies. Don't worry. But it's not necessarily the same hours as what is normal for someone that doesn't work midnight shift. Maybe I work a multi-afternoon midnight shift, James.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they say
You
the
work
boss
double
works
shifts.
harder than anybody else. When you own the company, you have to work super hard. But I love it. And that's the best part, is that it's not work if you enjoy it. I honestly believe that, ladies. Okay, we're going to put this one. We're almost done with this coloring. Now keep in mind, these leaves are going to be multicolored anyway because of the watercolor paper. So they're going to look really pretty. It's going to be the only pink thing on this card. And I made them pink because apple blossoms are pink. And it's an apple card. So
Kathy says that's when she loves making cards.
at night? Is that what you said?
Oh, yeah. That's when you make your cards.
That's when I make.
When you do everything
That's
else.
when I do the products that make the cards.
Right.
I actually, when I get to sit down and do the cards, sometimes I feel like I don't want to leave my desk. I just want to play. And that's tonight. I was going to get to this project yesterday, to be honest with you. And I got to some other things that needed to be taken care of. And then I thought, oh, I'll just do it first thing in the morning. I'm going to grab it first thing in the morning. And I don't know, no matter how early I start, it seems it doesn't really. Right, James?
Yep.
No matter how early I start. Now, this also comes with a cute little die that's going to cut the center of the flower, which is really fun, too. So
She says the later the better, 2 to 4 o'clock in the morning.
2 to 4. Well, I know for a fact that there's a design team member that is a night owl because her and I will chit-chat a little bit at nighttime, too. And she has a very different schedule. I don't know how she does it. But so we're going to... Echo, turn on the glue gun. We are going to glue gun.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
She doesn't know it, James. Oh, I want to do a little roller pad on these too. And I think I'm going to cut another whole set of these. Grab my little tool. My matting tool.
Glue gun's on now.
Thank you, dear.
So it's more and more I'm not paying attention to her.
Who, Bella? Yeah. Daddy. Maybe what I'll do when I cut another set of these pink petals, I will not put the color in the center, so we'll have like a variance. Natural flowers are definitely varied. Jim's standing in front of the desk that I'm at, ladies, and holding Bella up, and Bella is just staring at what Mom's doing here, and she's sniffing to see if I have any food. Hi, Bella Bear. She's so fun. Okay. Love my dogs. James, would you like to cut for me, please? I'll give you what you need to cut with in the cutting machine behind me.
Okay.
Okay. He said okay. I don't know if it's always that easy for everyone, but that was really very easy. Okay, so we're going to need this and this.
You owe me.
I owe him, though. See, I'm going to have to pay for this. All right. Here you go. Take these. Put all of these petals on this upright like this. Sorry, I'll show them. Uh-oh, dropped one. It's the center. I don't need two centers anyway. So then all we have to do is find the pink. Paper. Thank you, dear. See, I kept the pink, ladies. See, productive. Waste not, want that. Here you go. But if you move it or jiggle it and you see the dyes come out, then you got to fix it before you stick it through there. Thank you. Okay. We're going to keep this guy out. I have rolled those, and they look like this. I think fun. It's going to be a pretty flower. Okay. I do think I want to maybe distress. Can you pull the petals out of the dyes for me?
You do more work.
What's the problem? He likes to work. He needs to stay busy anyway.
It's not part of my job description.
The later the better, 2 to 4. At least you didn't have you fussy cut them. Kathy, I honestly, I know for a fact he would have said, no, I don't think so, but thanks for offering.
No.
Yeah, he would have said no. He's not into that.
Or messed it up.
Yeah, he wouldn't have messed it up, but he would have said no to begin with. Let me just get a little bit more ink on this. Now I'm doing the outsides because, ooh, that was a lot of ink.
I want to raise.
Hey, payment in full. It's been a long amount of years. All right. So you still
pay me anything. I deserve at least twice that much.
So you still have that natural look on all of your petals. And actually, I like, James, that I waited and did the rolling first, because look at how fun. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's kind of like got a crinkled look.
Looks more like a leaf.
It looks like a petal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you distress the edge, and the actual distress ink is like going inside the little creases. That's really cool. It's cool. All right, so we're going to continue to do a few more of these. And like I said, this is part 1 of 2 different parts. We're going to do some coloring on the printout. And we're going to make this flower. And I've already shown you and cut out the majority of the card itself. So by the end of part 2, we will put the entire project together. And see what we come up with. I want to show you guys this super sweet digital image again. James, put up on the screen while I'm rolling these that checklist, because I want you to read the sentiments that come with Poetic Pixie.
Checklist.
Yeah, it's the sheet of paper that's called checklist, and it has the
all
of the different sets on it that you showed earlier.
Okay. This thing.
Yeah. So read the sentiments that come with Poetic Pixie, the little boy that's got the pencil in his hand.
Tiptoe fairy dance, polymer stamps.
No, inside the stamp set, dear.
It's
right
too
next
small.
Oh, it's too small. He can't read it. Never mind. Take it off.
Making me do things you know I can't do.
Well, I didn't think you couldn't read that. I could probably practically read it from here. I can actually. So it's back to school. E equals MC squared. Every moment is created times 2, which is E equals MC squared. And then the thing went off. I couldn't read the rest of it. I didn't have any problem reading it.
That's because you already memorized what they all said.
No, I wrote what they said.
Yeah.
But I still had to be reminded what they were. And then so there's some other ones. There's actually like a little poem he says about something. I can't remember what it was. If you put it back up, I can read it.
Sure.
We're playing with some forms today. Actually, it's fun.
Right.
It'll take a second or two for me to get it on here, James, because I'm behind you. As soon as I see it, I'll read it. Okay. And then it says, "You're a masterpiece. I'll always be here for you. Today, tomorrow, and forever." And then something you're feeling down, I'm here to comfort you.
And you expect me to read it?
Yeah. So he's being poetic. That's why he's called Poetic Pixie. He's got things to say and he's saying them. Isn't he cute? He's so sweet. Cassie Hewlett is the woman that does the coloring for the package inserts for TLC Designs, and the images that are up on that sheet that are colored already are done by her. She's fantastic. I love Cassie. She does really, really beautiful work, but her no line is exceptional work. She can color a no line. Watercolor like no other. Okay. So we have distress inked all of the petals and my glue gun. Oh, look, ladies, I got a mouse pad.
Cool mouse pad.
Yeah, it is cool. All right.
I want one.
He wants one of my mouse pads. That's a little odd. So I'm going to use this little, not the pad, use the glue gun, take off what was melting on the inside of that little container that it sits in. I'm going to put a piece of glue on this one, and we are going to build a flower. Okay. Super easy. Too much glue. I'm pushing the button too hard on this glue gun, apparently. And we didn't make more room for the glue gun either yet, James. We need to do that. Plug it in, you know, closer. Using my fingernails for a minute. I'm working from the outside inward using the largest of the cut petals to the smallest. So that one had two. Almost messed that up, James.
Why did you use a glue gun rather than just a dot of glue?
It's fast, quick, really not going to take a lot of time to do.
Dries fast.
It dries super fast. I just think it's a little simpler.
Especially with that particular glue gun.
Yeah, this glue gun is awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to try and grab underneath, take him off of the paper. Echo, turn off glue gun. So I'm going to just go behind here from this side. Where's my little black? Here it is. And all I'm going to do is kind of push down the centers so that we keep that little round part. We're going to keep going. Turn the flower, turn the flower, turn the flower. There we go. And then we'll lift. Flowers take some time to play with, of course, and that one would fall off. Just when I mentioned that hot glue gun is fast, quick, and easy, you know.
Looks almost like an orchid.
Does it? Whoa. Look what just happened, James.
Because it was cool enough.
Huh?
It's because it was cool enough.
Maybe. I mean, on this far petal.
Yeah.
I have to see if I can't get some glue off of that one. Okay. And then bend forward. Pull it up. 3-dimensional.
We got that glue gun at Michael's.
Someone asked.
Kathy did.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It is not yet. The pearl would look really cute in there too. I need to play with these more, these flower petals, and really get. Oh, and it comes with some leaves as well. So there. Probably going to end up having the flower somewhere up on the top area because the digital image that I printed looks like this. Isn't he sweet? E equals MC squared. Okay, so we're going to just spend the next 5 or 10 minutes. I know it's almost an hour. It's a long time to watch a video, but we're going to spend a few minutes coloring up his skin. Why did you leave this all over here, dearest?
Because that's what men do.
Ah, he just admitted, ladies.
So I've been told anyway.
He just admitted that he does not put things back where they belong. Okay. So this is the portion of the card that is completed for part 1. Let's do a little bit of coloring. The skin tone will probably go the fastest. And what I use is E00, E000, E21, E04, and E11 for skin tones. And then when we are talking about cheeks, I use R20 and R30. Thank you. So we're going to use these colors. 21 down to I want to test this. Was it 21 down to 11 or 11 down to 21? It's 11 down to 21. So in the shaded area, am I in screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. In the shaded area, which will be directly under his hat, I'm going to put E11. I know what it was. It was E4. Yep. It's E4 that goes there. Let's just correct that. E4. And then to E21. That's what it was, Mr. Cunliffe. E4 over here.
So you, with Copic, you put in the darker first?
Yep. I work from dark to light. In most cases, I have caught myself doing it the other way, but I think it depends on if it's something that I want to, for example, pleat, like a dress or something. I might color the entire dress the light color first and then go back and...
Amy missed the beginning. She wants to know if this is a new digi.
This is coming out, Amy, on July 15th. This is one of the release digis. His name is Poetic Pixie. He is writing his poetry for all of us to endear.
See, in most cases for me, I do light to dark.
Oh, yeah?
You know, but that's me.
That's you. Okay. He doesn't have shirt on, so we're just going to put a little bit of this one and that one. Where's his inside his tummy area? I gotta concentrate here. Okay. This is his chest. A bit under the arms. Can you see me real close?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Good. A little bit under the arm there, and a little bit under the foot, or the pants, onto the foot. Just getting rid of that sharp line from the E4. Yeah, I'm going to want to bring some of this in towards the center of him. And where are his arms? Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of dark here. And maybe here. And then definitely next to the pencil on his arm. Maybe under here. And his arm is under his face. Barely touching with that E4. Back to the 21 and smooth out that line just a little bit. Don't want anything harsh. Okay, and then we're going to pull in E00. And this is part 1 of 2. So it looks as though we will do a lot more coloring in the next video. I'm going to put a little bit of this up above his lip. I'm going to pull this into the area it belongs in. Don't forget we have that extra E000 to really kind of give it a little bit more of a light cast. Anyway, in 2 weeks we will be back to finish this particular project up. Now I'm just kind of blending and putting that super light color on the rest of him. Make sure I don't leave any spots.
Now that I see you done it, it does make more sense to do the dark first, I think, with Copic anyway.
Right, with this particular ink. It does depend on the project, James.
Yeah.
I've noticed that sometimes I do go to the dark if it's like a floral. I like to kind of go with the lighter first on the florals because there's certain sections I want a little bit more casted look here. Plus, this gives me a little bit more of an opportunity to kind of really take a look at this image before. Oh, I forgot his ear. Is there another ear? There is. Before I come back in 2 weeks, I'll be able to determine then which of the colors from this particular card that we've designed, which ones do I want his hat to be, and which ones do I want his trousers, and maybe we're going to put maybe some flock or something. That would be fun. I haven't worked with flock in forever. On his wings, wouldn't that be sweet?
With what?
It's called flock. It's cut up cotton fibers. It's really fun. And it'd be really cute on his wings. It'd be kind of like they were feathery wings. Does that sound good? wonder if any of the ladies have played with flax. Are they talking about it at all? Has anyone used flax? I'd be interested in finding out if you have any experience with flax. It's kind of fun. It's just like you put the glue down and then you put the little.
Just flocking around.
Oh! I'm kind of going back in and second layering the feet because I lost a little bit of the contrast. Who?
Vicky.
Oh, Vicky. Awesome. I lost a little bit of the contrast, so I want to get that back in there. I really want him to be real smooth colored. I'm going to go back to E00 and pull that away a little. That looks much better. Pull some of that under his nose.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah. There. And then let's do the cheeks. And then we're done for tonight. I am going to give away one of this digital images to commenter. So I am working with R20, ladies. Sorry. We're just pulling in from the dark browns to get his cheeks to look a little round. And I am a firm believer in making sure that you add a little pink to the skin tone because everybody has pink in their skin tone. Skin tones are not all one flat color. So I like to add a little pink. It just gives him a little rosy look. So that was the R20. The other color that I use is R30 and it's lighter. So we are going to extend that pink to the outskirts of his eyes. And then we're going to grab E000 and we're going to blend that in so that you don't have any sharp lines. And we'll do that on the hands, anywhere that I added pink to. That is Bella. She is upset. No one is holding her. And I definitely think we're going with green for the eyes, but I want to pull this up closer so that everybody can see how he turned out. I want to just kind of move him this way. I hope I'm in the middle of the screen.
Yeah, you're good.
There you go. Look at how sweet he is. So sweet. Okay, so that is the amount of coloring that we're going to be able to get done today. We definitely have the majority of the card is designed, and we've created our pretty little flower. I think I'm going to get the Tiny Vine out of the Tiny Vine oval die set and use it along with this flower to decorate the project with. It's going to go up here. We're going to do some fussy cutting to get him out of this cardstock eventually, and he's going to sit right here. Then we will put a message of some sort in here, and I'm thinking we'll put some more design paper down in here, and maybe even another image from maybe the box or the books or something that'll go down in here just to decorate the rest of this card up with. So we will do that. So James, did you pick a name while I was chit-chatting?
Yes, and I just about got up here. Are you ready?
Let me get my glasses on. Are you going to go to the camera that I am in?
If you want.
Yeah. I like to talk to him at the end. Hello. So that was really fun. I'm glad that I decided to sit down and do some creating today, but spent some time with you guys deciding what colors to use, how I choose the colors, some of the process that's involved when you see different card makers designing the actual project that they're working on. Everything's already planned out. It's cut. Maybe they've already made one. I kind of like to determine how I want the finished product to look during the process. I know that it's a little bit slow sometimes when you haven't picked your ink yet, Tammy, but that's part of the fun of it for me. A lot of what I do is on the computer and printing and, talking on the phone, getting access to other people. Could you pull that light up for me, please, James? But this is the fun part. This is my process. This is how I go through and decide how to make the project. And, I have all of the dies from TLC Designs, and each one of them is chock full of little things to add embellishments to any of your projects. So yes, you will get a few frames when you purchase the product, but you're going to get a bumblebee die or a leaf die or some sort of a flower die along with that beautiful frame. And you can intermix and mingle all of the products with each one of them. Every time that I create something and design it, it's because there's a purpose for it. It's because I want to add to the collection. You're not just buying a fence die. You're buying the fence die inside of another frame die attached to maybe a birdhouse that comes with it, something you can get extras. And I think that that's important nowadays, especially when we're spending $30 and $40 on an interactive die product. You need to get that bang for your buck. I never did buy frame dies that were empty on the inside. I always thought, well, it's just a square. I can cut a square. So having said all of that, my husband, hopefully, has picked the name of a winner. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Da, 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 da. And you're going to get this digi before I release it. How fun is
Natalie
that?
Godfrey.
Now you feel really special. Natalie Godfrey is the winner of Poetic Pixie. Could you please put my email address on the screen, James? Natalie, would you contact me if you're still with us today? I hope she's still here. Has she commented and mentioned that she's still here? Perfect. Congratulations. How fun is that? You get something before it even is released. And I hope you play with it and enjoy it thoroughly. Let me know if you want to add it to the creative sharing group. That would be fantastic. Just let them know that you're only special because you won tonight and you joined me and you sat through the entire video and learned the way that I process each and every project that I make. So congratulations again. Please contact me at tlcconlive@yahoo.com. Let me know you're the winner. I will then send you the digi. And I want to say that we are now doing this every 2 weeks. What is the 2-week date from today? It'll be the 15th. Release day. I might have to play with another one of the releases, which is going to be really fun because there's a paper pack called Delicious. That is one of my favorite. I am red and orange. Give me the heavy pigment colored kind of things. Kind of girl, kind of crafter. So I will work maybe with Delicious on the 15th. Well, I can't because this is a part 2. So we will be doing part 2 of this, which is just as fun. We'll get him done and I'll show you the rest of the coloring process and we'll put it all together and we'll do it then. I want to say thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here on the lives that I do. And it was great having you with me and we will talk to you again soon. Bye.